With the United States having lost grip on Africa, this is why the United States is afraid of Africa. West Africa has seen a wave of many coup d'etats, with the following military leaders then kicking out the West. Now we are seeing the United States integrating into African militaries. One undeniable fact is that the United States is building influence. Positive influence is good, but will that not lead to total control? If all African states unite today to become the United States of Africa, Africa becomes the third most powerful nation in the world with a total GDP of 8 trillion. US has 20 trillion, China has 17 trillion, Japan is 4.2 trillion, France 2.7 trillion, UK 3 trillion, and India 3.2 trillion. Africa is usually talked of as deep in debt, but Africa's total debt is 1.8 trillion. That leaves us with a balance of 6.2 trillion. The total debt of the United States is 34 trillion, and that leaves them at minus 14 trillion. China's total debt is 12.5 trillion, and that leaves them with 4.5 trillion. In this case, Africa becomes the richest nation in the world. The biggest problems of Africa are disunity, poor democracy, demagoguery, rebellion and hooliganism, state capture, corruption, selling out, inferiority complex. Law does not rule. To resolve this, Africa should have a strong police, a strong law system, and a strong and advanced independent military. US enters our military bases, but can you imagine any African nation running things at the Pentagon or outsmarting the CIA? Zambia is not the only country in SADC having diplomatic cooperation in security with the USA, but other countries like Kenya, Tanzania, Botswana, South Africa, and Namibia. In 2022, US and South Africa militaries began Exercise Shared Accord, planned and executed by the United States Army Southern European Task Force Africa. It featured several key exercises occurring simultaneously: a medical training exercise, a field training exercise, and a training segment called Judicious Activation, all designed to promote security cooperation and interoperability between the United States and South Africa. In 2019, the United States of America finished construction of its $300 million embassy in Zimbabwe. It is the biggest US embassy in Africa, bigger than the one in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa.